Alright, this is Captain's Log 2 on the Starship of Infinite Consciousness, or Starship Infinite Consciousness. Both work. Yeah, again, this is just a different kind of content. Not something you'll probably commonly find, but, you know, it's just gonna be raw. It's just gonna be raw, lived description of what's going on, and just what my experience that lives itself, that I don't really have any control over, nor do I have control over myself. Because if you realize what you are, there's nothing that's controlling it. It's just the presence of the dance of sensations in front of you, inside you, before you, after you, during you. Yeah, the thing is, with this type of spirituality, to this degree, I mean, you've got to really get your shit in high gear. If you don't consider yourself one of the most awakened people on the planet, you simply won't be able to get much out of this. You simply won't be able to. And it's a bit sad. It's kind of a somber occasion for me to just reflect and think about that with my teachings of spirituality. You know, the thing is, I realized that actually awakening for me was going to be a sort of relaxing into things, and I'll just have certain interests and do things a certain way, and I'd have absolutely no control over that. The character still has full control. You don't understand, though. Like, the character's been seen through so much that the character's just playing itself, and that's just happening. And the only resistances that occur are between the character and something, and even that's been reduced now that the experience of the character's taking place within has gone through a pretty significant awakening process. You know, I can take more physical pain, for example. I can push myself further and past boundaries. I mean, this is actually, like, documented for me now. Like, I have data supporting the fact that this awakening, when it occurred, changed my life forever. You know, one of the things I said a while after, you know, actually pretty soon after my first big permanent shift at a high level, which, you know, kind of aligns with what some people call stream entry in Buddhism, the first level of awakening out of 4. In the Theravada Buddhist models, there are 4 levels of awakening. You know, from what I've seen, a certain strain, thread of Buddhism, Daniel Ingram's book, Mastering the Core Teachings of the Buddha, is where I've seen it most explicitly described. But, you know, the idea that cessation or a specific spiritual kind of state or non-state or whatever, you know, there's just a transformation that takes place, and this is just part of it, right? You know, it's pretty clear, like, that changed a lot for me, and then getting to later paths, of course, changed even more. You know, it's just a really interesting place to be in experience such as this. I really can't begin to explain it to you. But, my gosh, is this wonderful? This is fucking incredibly wonderful. I mean, it's just, that's all I can say.